All right, guys, we're taking a look at the outside now, and here's a nice look at the lawn and all the gardening. Things are kind of starting to bloom here. And yes, lots of mature trees, you know, in the neighborhood too. This should be kind of right about, you know, where the property line is. You do have pretty big tree here. Looks like an evergreen tree. You're fairly close to the house. Just something to kind of be mindful of, certainly. You look at the chimney there. Little bit of spalling brickwork at the very top. You can see that. It's in the right corner. You do have oversized gutters here, which is good. And I'm kind of curious how what this gutter, or what this downspout is doing. It is buried here. Remember, we were kind of looking at that corner, and you know, so I'd really want to observe in a big rainstorm what's kind of happening here. You know, a lot's kind of lost, you know, by the ivy, but it's certainly a good thing to kind of investigate a little bit more. If this is not really on here that well, it can kind of, in fact, I feel a ton of debris in here. So that may be your problem. Everything is kind of coming out the back. So it's good to kind of flush all these out, make sure things are moving as they should. I don't know where that daylight's. I mean, it does just look like corrugated pipe. So, but let's keep walking around. I mean, these are all looking like above grade, at least here. Yeah, the roof that's on this house is a 3-tab shingle. You can see it does have a ridge vent. I mean, looking at this roof, I think, you know, all signs point to, you know, fairly new. You also look at the gutters too. You know, those are oversized 6-inch gutters, and I mean, they look pretty darn clean. This is also, you know, with all these trees, there's gonna be a lot of kind of moss and, you know, tree material that's kind of dumped on this roof too. And I mean, besides the leaves up here, I mean, I don't really see much in the way of staining. So I would say certainly the roof looks to be 5 years or less. Here's your carport. And that's the door I was talking about into the kitchen. And there is a little bit of storage here as well for kind of lawn equipment and things like that. And you can walk through the carport here, and there's a little patio and deck. And I love the lights up here. That's always cool. And it looks like they have that rigged up, so you just plug it right in and go. And really a nice sized deck. I think looking at this and how this has kind of been tied together here, You know, I'd have to kind of get under it to know for sure. But it almost looks like, you know, with how this is kind of tied in like this, it almost looks like, you know, this was probably the, you know, the original smaller deck, and at some point it was expanded. I don't know that for certainty, but, you know, just looking at how the wood is laid out, that's kind of what it suggests to me. So you do have kind of more green space, more yard space up here. And again, growing grass back here, yeah, they do have a little patch of grass with all these mature trees. You know, you're not gonna have the best ability to grow grass. But quite a nice yard. And you can see that compressor, and just looking at that, you know, I'm sure that was put in the same time as the inside unit. You got vinyl siding here. All the windows have been wrapped. I mean, all in all, I think this is a very well cared for home. So that's a good look at the outside.